Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy James from What's Your Forte, and today we're going to be installing the world's first MST intakes on any F90 M5. I got the first ones in the world, and I'll be bringing y'all this exclusive install content today on the channel. So let's go ahead and get to it. Let's get it. All right, everyone, so if you guys remember on my G80 M3, I did run the MST intakes on that car and I loved them. So when I got the F90 M5, the first company I reached out to was MST. I was like, hey, I think I saw an inkling about you guys developing some intakes, and they was like, yep, we haven't even really said much about them, and they was like, we want you to be the first one to have them. So here we are. So this is what everything outside of the box. You got some pieces right here. I love how MST always want to make sure you smell good. You know, they give you some smell goods to put in your car, some air fresheners. They also give you like some little keychain accessories. So they always like to hook you up whenever you order anything from them. And I've always liked the MST intakes. Every time I've heard one, that's always been loud. They always give you the heat shields whenever they can. Just the fit and finish is usually always pretty good. As you guys know, I had the BMS intakes first, and then I got the MSTs. And I said in my video, I think the MSTs, the fit and finish on those were better than the BMSs to me on the G80 anyway. So I really love those intakes, and I definitely wanted to try them out on the F90 M5. So this is the regular engine bay for the F90 M5. So this should be pretty simple. You know, you got your turbo. This is a hot V design, so your turbos are sitting right here, turbo inlets right there, and then this is the intake piping that it's going to be replacing in the stock filters. So of course it's twin turbo, so you got one on this side and then one on the other side. So this should be pretty simple. I've never installed an intake on a F90 M5. I never installed an intake on any M5 actually, but I mean, it's an intake. It can't be but so hard, right? So we're gonna go ahead and get into it today. All right, everyone, so I went ahead and installed one side before I did the full install. One, so I can show you guys exactly what it's gonna look like, which I think it looks pretty good. And two, because I want to make sure I know what I was doing so I can give you guys great instructions. So this is kind of a YouTuber, kind of behind the scenes, kind of a secret. A lot of times we install stuff off camera just to make sure we know what we're doing. So when we do the actual video, it just makes a better video, because if we keep messing up and keep fumbling, then you guys don't want to watch it. So I went ahead and installed this side. So now I'm going to go ahead and give you the full detailed instructions on how to replicate this on this side, because it's pretty much just a mirror of the two sides. So let's get to it. All right, so to begin your install, what you're going to want to do is this little plastic shroud right here is you're going to have to remove this. And to remove this, you just need like something kind of like this to be able to get these little push pins out. So you'll just get underneath the push pin, kind of lift it, or you can use a flathead. So whatever you feel like. You see it just pops right out. So you just pop these out, and you'll have three of them. You have one right here, and then one right here that you'll need to move. So after you have that removed, this right here just kind of lifts straight out. Now this piece, this little rubber weather stripping right here, you do have to remove that. And then as you see right there, it kind of allows you to grab this and lift this straight out. So you can just lift this out of the way. All right, now what you want to do is clean underneath here, because underneath my engine bay was dirty, so I'm going to clean this. But this is a 16mm bolt, and then you also have an 18mm bolt right there, so you will have to remove this in order to get all of this off. All right, so 16mm, 18mm. All right, once you have this unbolted here, as you can see, it kind of loosens up a little bit. So what I'm going to do right now is take a flathead right here, loosen this, and also take a flathead and loosen this. And somebody's getting it on a bike. And then you should be able to pull this whole air box out. Now there is this line right here that does appear to be connected, which is right here. You do need to move this out the way before trying to pull the airbox out. All right, so now that I have these clamps loosened, and as you can see, you can kind of add more flex, and as I pull a little bit towards me, you can kind of see how this just pops out. So that gives me that disconnection right here. I need to loosen this line, so I'm gonna pull it up and then pull it out the way. So as you guys can see right there, it's up and out the way. So now it's good. So now I should be able to, because usually these air boxes are held in by grommets at the bottom, so I should be able to just lift up and take this air box out. Boom. Boom, taking out one hand. So let you know, it's very easy to get out. And then we have all this space to work with. So we will be reusing the metal brace here. So you can kind of lay this on this side. But a stock air box, just put it somewhere safe. All right, now that the stock air box is out the way, what you want to do is this piece right here is also going to need to go. So you kind of want to grab it from here and it'll just slide right off and boom. And you no longer need this. All right, now that we have all this room here, the silicone piece is going to clamp right here onto the turbo inlet. Clamps right onto here, metal bracing here, and then all of the pieces are going to go right in this area here. So pretty simple. So let's go ahead and get that installed. All right, so this is the silicone piece. So you kind of want to go ahead and fit this on, and then this is going to slide on right here. So what I did on the other side was I went ahead and slid this metal clamp on to the actual turbo inlet, and I'm just going to slide this right on. And as you saw right there, it just kind of slides on really easy. Move y'all a little closer here just so you can get a better view. And it slides on super easy. And then just make sure that it's good on the bottom. And then I kind of want to lift up a little bit, put this clamp on. Make sure it's on the silicone. Use a flat head to slide it just a tad. Alright, I feel pretty good about that positioning. And then I'm just going to tighten it up. Alright, so that is on. Now it's time for the second piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and slide another clamp on right here. Then I'm going to put the stock bracing back on, and then heat shield, and then the metal inlet. So I'll show you what that's going to look like. I'm going to go ahead and this is the other clamp that you'll need. So I'll slide this on right there. Then I'm going to put my stock bracing back on, or at least slide it into place. Alright, I'm going to use the bolts to hold it back in the spot. I'm going to finger tighten it though. I'm not going to put them all the way in. So I just want to get it in there. A couple turns is good enough for right now. Just kind of want to get the positioning right. So got a couple turns in there. Now, since I have that in there and everything's good, now I want to slide my heat shield in. So the heat shield just kind of slides in there, and you can kind of see the way it's designed, how it kind of just falls down into place. And you can kind of see right there how it just kind of falls into place perfectly. And then we got to take this metal inlet and just feed it right into there. All right, and this is what your actual filter is going to clamp onto this. So this just kind of feeds right in there. All right, so I think I have a better angle being on this side. So I can get the bottom end Everything looks to be good. Like this flathead. Help out a little bit. It's pretty tight in here, pretty tight fit, so just take your time. It's going. Let's just take it. So because this is moving so much, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this down because it's actually getting on my nerves. Whew. Just a tad. As you guys can see, this takes a little bit of effort, a little bit of muscle, a little bit of but looks like it's pretty much in there. Yeah, so it's pretty much in there. It's not going anywhere. So now I want to move this clamp as close to this as possible and then tighten it up. And this is the clamp I'm talking about right there. Just move it as close to the brace as possible and then tighten it up, put the filter on, and then we'll be ready to crank it up and see what this thing sounds like. All right, so now this is the filter. We'll go ahead and throw the filter on, and then we'll be good to go. So I always like to kind of put this metal brace down so I don't see it, just for aesthetics. All right, so this clamps right there. Just kind of want to hold this here. Make sure this is tight, and I'm kind of giving a pull test. All right, it's not going anywhere. So the MST intakes are installed. Now let's go ahead and give it the first crank up, give it some revs. Let's see what this thing sounds like. So I'm gonna start it, I'm gonna crank it in efficient, give it a couple revs, then I'm gonna put it in Sport Plus and give it a couple revs too. All right, everyone, so you just heard what it sounds like with just a little cold start revs. So I'm actually going to let the car warm up a little bit. I'm gonna take it around the block, and we'll see if we can actually hear the intake noises inside the car. All right, I hope you guys like this video. Please give it a like down below, comment down below, let me know what you think about these MST intakes. All right, everybody, so we're up in the car right now. So what I'm gonna do is try to give it some revs, let y'all see what this thing sounds like. It's gonna be so I can definitely hear the intakes, definitely hear a little bit more intake noise, which is good, which is what I wanted. Hear it. I hear the First impressions with the noise, it's different. It's like a, I don't even want to mimic it. It's probably gonna sound weird, but it's kind of like you can hear the induction noise a lot more. So it's a loud like induction, and then it's like turbo noise. So very interesting, very different from like my G80, and then even like my M4 that I had. So a very different noise, definitely. So hope you guys like this video. Please comment down below, let me know what you think. MST did say that they will be releasing these intakes soon, so depending on when you're watching this, they may be out yet, they may not. I will be linking down below where you can get these intakes when they are available. Right now, as of the date of me shooting this video, these are the first ones in the world. When they are available, I will be linking those down below. All right, so again, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for subscribing if you have subscribed, and I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.